I love when a movie can ask, what would you do in a situation? A Normal Family does just that. I first heard about this movie after its premiere at the Toronto International Film Festival, where I marked it down as one to watch because it had good reviews coming out of the festival. I didn't know much about it, and sometimes that's the best way to watch a movie, going into it blind, and it can come out maybe surprising you. I didn't know anyone involved with the project in front or behind the screen. What a delightful surprise this movie was, because like I said, I was expecting not much with it, and I found it to be a great, compelling drama. When a movie can hook you right out of the gate, it gets major positive points for me. A Normal Family opens with a rage incident on the road, and from there the movie never lets up. It's continuously engaging. It's not a thriller, it's definitely more of a drama, and I was kind of wondering how the opening would tie into the overall story, and you find that out eventually. But it really was a smart opening, one that gets you hooked and eager to find out what happens after that moment. It also sets up some foreshadowing for later on in the movie. But really at the core here, it's a complicated family drama. You see the ins and outs of their relationships, why they dislike each other. And the title is just great because what's the idea of a normal family, right? Normal is a subjective term, so it's gonna differ based on who you talk to. It's genuinely a smart drama though, because it features interesting ideas and conflicts involving morals and what's ethically right to do in said situation. There's a lot of stuff to just chew on, and I think that it leads for genuine conversations with whoever you watch the movie with. And in that what would you do situation, some of the most compelling stories out there feature that at the core. What would you do in this situation? Would you do this? Would you do that? Would you side with this character? Would you side with that character? And that's what just makes it so interesting, and you can have differing opinions and you can talk about them. Everyone's family, whether small or large, they have their little quirks, they have their arguments. And to see a situation like that, whether you can relate to it or not on screen, I think it always just feels honest. And then you as a viewer can go, oh, that uncle, he reminds me of my uncle. The performances are all very solid. There's no one real star. I think that it's just a great ensemble. Really just convincing, especially in the end when they all finally realize something that's going on underneath. You see them start to break apart, and it's honestly kind of devastating. The score is sublime, and then when you get to the final moments of the movie, they had me shocked. My jaw genuinely dropped. I was not expecting it to happen, but like I said earlier, great use of foreshadowing though. There is the opening that goes back to the ending, but then there's also one key scene where the positions are flipped and then you see it, and it's just awesome. As a storyteller, to add those little moments that will pay off later, and as a viewer to then remember and recall that, it feels like a puzzle coming together. So I found this to be just a delightful surprise in the sense that it really was a movie that I found to be compelling and riveting, honestly. Overall, just very well crafted, and you don't get too many smart dramas. It's not easy to make a movie, let alone a good one at that. So when you come across a movie that allows you to really think and ponder on the ideas that it deals with, it's really worth commending, and this is one that you should put on your radar. It's definitely one worth checking out. I'm gonna give A Normal Family a B+, and I would definitely recommend streaming this one when you get the chance. If you've seen the movie, be sure to let me know your thoughts on it down below in the comments. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and I as always look forward to more content coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.